Alright, so I'm doing laundry right now in the daytime, and let's go. Got some detergent. And that's enough for now. Let's dump it into the washer. Make sure the drain is closed. Dump it into the washing machine. And I'm going to put my clothes in here. I'm gonna add a bucket of water and all right, just added some water and there it is. For some reason, the water is kind of splashing out of the rims of this washer, like right here, because I added more water though, just because the load was still enough and it went right here. So I'm gonna close it so the water because sometimes the water don't want to get splashed out of it. There's a max line on the side, but sometimes sometimes the close. If I add it on this line there, but the close it ran right here. If the close they said sometimes it will just tear shit up. It will just tear the clothes up. That's how it is. I'm gonna close it and let it continue. It likes to tear shit on the max line. You may notice the water is coming out from the drain because I added more right on the end of the rim right here. I hope y'all can see through the blue glass if I close the lid. On spin timer, the lid has to be closed for safety. Well, luckily, I'm sure the machine has enough water to wash the clothes. Close the safety switch so the bugs won't go in to my house. And no, it couldn't close all the way because the machine is plugged in inside my house, right next to the door that access to here with my balcony of my house. 1 minute left until it goes to the end. Yep, it ran almost to 0, so that means it's not completely done yet. Alright, and that's it. Now it's time to drain the water. What I could also do while straining is that I could grab my spinner. I'm gonna extract some of the dirty water out. Grab some clothes. Gonna put some of the clothes don't fit just with my sweater, because the sweater I had to like wring it manually. Squeeze all the water out, all the soapy water. I had to extract it. Put it outside of my spinner. Oh my god. I'm gonna start my spin. where I sit. This is the end of the wash bin. Here. Now time for its first rinse. I'm gonna do my second one, of course, because my sweater is so large that it's so impossible to extract the soapy water out for me. So then I'm gonna put this guy in here after. I'm gonna put this guy in there at the second one. I'm gonna grab some water and alright, I'm back now. I'm back. Then I added some water. You might notice some bubbles because this is my first rinse. Second rinse, I'm gonna add the softness, is what I mentioned earlier. Luckily, no water did not go into these ports. Watch out for some flies here. Now I had to set up the zapper. Well, luckily it would just fly out. Sometimes the flies in my balcony screen, they might go into this holes right here. Yep, and that's how they will eventually go in there, and then that's how every time I have to open it, I have to set the trap every night. Let's go back to the washer part. agitation speed is not that bad, but sometimes when the clothes tries to go away from the middle, it gets faster. Alright, this is the end of first rinse. Drain the water, prepare for the second rinse. Man, everything looks angled, guys. It's like don't buy those machines if you already have one already. I'm gonna start to spin. What the hell? Oh shit. That's what I forgot. I have to put this guy in. This guy for sure. Distractors, water. pulled out of the way. I didn't wash any towel or something. Close. Yep, no clothes didn't fall down, so that's a good start. Find a different towel. No towel, that's good. So then I'm gonna add. Fuck shit. Oh damn it. Well, it's still there. I'm gonna go back out and then get the cat back. I'm gonna fill up some water and I'll be back. Alright, I think that's enough water. Still a little salty, but that's fine. It's salty to get it out anyways. That was right there. It just broke right off. I'll get it later. Nothing right here, it's not dirty because I know I'm just trying to. Promise enough water so it doesn't drain out. Red is almost going into the end line. The end. It's not the end of the train. Luckily, there's still enough softener in here. know the water on this panel right here is dirty, but luckily this side we only touched that part. Alright, let's get some. Let's get this guy ready. Let's load it here. Make sure it's balanced it though, so the washer doesn't. So the washer won't just. Look at this. Drain the water. first load, and then now it's time to do this for my sweater. Okay? I know my sweater's so damn long that it can't fit into this spinner. See, the water's extracting. Yeah, water. You see that? Yeah, right there. It'll go into this drainer, the extracted water. When you spin, you have to make sure the drain hose is out. I'm gonna take my phone out, my tripod, my camera, so you can see it. So this hose right here, you gotta make sure it can go out, because if you leave it like that, the water is not gonna spin properly. So you have to leave it out like this, so the water can extract it out. Right now it's spinning right now. Zoom it out so you can see how it's spinning. Water can drain. This washer can take up to like 16, but it can go more than 16 liters of high water level. That's what it says on the back right here. Yep, this one right here, this is the water level though. The high level is 16.5 liters though, but at first when I was washing it, I just put 18 liters in there, so that's close enough. Above that, it will go into the panel, and then your panel is all dead. That's how it is. And here's how it's draining. This is your drain. Here's my drainer right here, of course. Make sure the drain is coming right out. It's draining the water. This hose right here, it connects to the drain. The drain as well, so meaning that when it drains out, it can extend a little more of the drain hole tube. And right now we're on 1 minute or 2 minutes. I consult on what that is, and then we're almost done. And that's what it's doing, of course. off. And we're done, and I'm ready for a dryer. Take the spinner cap off. Take this guy off too. Spinner. I'm gonna get out. Take this guy out here too. And then all of these things, I'm gonna rinse it out. And I'm gonna put them into the dryer. And I'll be back. Alright, so I filled up with a little bit of water. A little bit's enough for rinsing. And I'm gonna let it run for 3 minutes. We're at 3 minutes. You're gonna watch it rinsing. Wipe it off. Inside here, it's like inside's like that because it was washing the water. Washing water. Right here, it's washing water too as well. You're on some side. Water in both sides. But I'm sure this one always does every day. Every time I wash my clothes, it does that. Every side, including the back, does the same thing too. Even right here too, the water can splash. Water always splashes this guy right here. I get them out because when I'll stop with water, this guy right here is touching this part right here as well. That's what it does. Alright, so this is done. Once it's done, I'm gonna agitate it. I'm gonna agitate it some time. So here's your functions. I'm gonna just spin. Yep, and that's the water. I'm gonna agitate for like a few minutes, and then while it's draining, I'm gonna take my washer out, and then pull the plug out and store it into the bottom. And that's the end of the wash.